Darling, eat your heart out.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in honor of Valentine's Day, I want to let you guys know that I am so grateful for all of you. And not only do you have my theoretical heart, but now you have my actual heart. Now let's get on with the gore. Starting out this tutorial, I made myself a heart, but accidentally deleted the footage of how I actually made it. So if you want to know how I made it, I can make a separate video on the actual process itself. Otherwise the measurements will just be in the description box down below. This particular way of making a heart does come with some downsides. One, for instance, is that you don't have very much say over the specific shape that ends up being. You just have to kind of try your best and hope for the best, and this was my best. And then next step is putting blood on it. You can also use red food coloring for this, but I prefer blood because of the overall outcome. But just basically drown it in blood and you are good to go. And now we're going to get into the actual makeup portion. So keep in mind that your heart is about the size of your fist, and use that to help you out with outlining your chest. Whatever you are using to map this out, don't mind the color because it's just going to be covered anyways, so you can totally take comfort knowing that any mistakes you make will be soon covered up. After you're done outlining, you're going to take some liquid latex on a disposable sponge. Make sure it's a disposable sponge because you don't want to ruin your brushes with this. Basically you're just going to go crazy with that on your outline, following up with a unrolled cotton ball. I did this in sections. Although liquid latex doesn't dry very fast, I wanted to make sure I had all the time I needed to make the edges look how I want them to, with blending them into the skin on the outside and pushing them up on the inside to actually make the effect that something has been ripped out of my chest. This step is mainly just to get the overall structure ready to go. We will definitely be messing with the texture later on, and then just wait for the liquid latex to dry. And I'm taking a water activated paint by Mehron, and I'm using the black and the red one. With a normal makeup brush, this one is just an eyeshadow brush, and I used the red one just to give it a base color and to give it that kind of blood effect. And then I came in with the black to give it more of a depth look, like it's actually inside of me. I then came in with a concealer, or you can also use foundation for this step, and take it all around the outside edges to make it look more like it's actually your skin tone. And then I came in with my damp beauty blender and I just blended that into the skin to make it look a little bit more seamless. I've waited for the water activated paints to dry a little bit more so that I could add more black into it, and so it wouldn't turn into like a dark purpley color, more of like a black with a red undertone. And I came in with Nye Bruises palette with the color blue and purple, and I just took a stipple sponge and I just dabbed that, and then I blended it in with my finger because I found it was a little bit too harsh, and then I blended it in with the other half of the disposable sponge. I really just wanted to make it look a little bit bruised, but it came out a little bit too strong, so I definitely had to blend that out. And I came in with Bloody Scab, or Scab Blood, my favorite, and I used a stipple sponge once again to stipple it in to create the texture that I wanted. And this is where I started to add even more texture by actually ripping at the sides to make it look like something had actually been ripped out rather than just chunked. And then with the rest of the tube of fake blood that I used for the heart, I am just coming in and adding a little bit more of that. Less for texture, more for actual just blood and gore. Bringing my heart back for you guys one last time. I just drowned that in the pool of blood, and this is what I was left with. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in my next one. Happy Valentine's Day!